Okay, for the Painting 1 class, this project is called the Cut and Paste Project. We'll talk about why in a little bit. I've got several actual student examples of this project from the past here, and I want to show you those before you start your own. Okay, so in this example, what the student did was they found several different image sources from textbooks in the classroom, from online, from their own photographs, really from anywhere. What you're going to do is find 5 or more image sources to combine into one composition. This student had the woman here from one image source, the deer was from another, the mountains were from another, the sky was from another. So she had, I think, at least 4. You guys are going to do 5 at least image sources. And so, for example, in this image source, she got the woman from. The woman was not the only thing in the picture. She took just the woman and put it into her own picture. If she took too much else from that same picture, then it would be like plagiarizing. So she took the woman and put her in this composition. Same thing with all these other sources. Each of these individual pieces was from an individual source that had a lot more to it than just that piece. And one other thing I would encourage you to do is, and again, with the example of this woman here, this person doesn't look exactly like she did in the original image. The student changed her hairstyle, changed the hat, changed the design on the clothing, and so on, just to make it more original. Here's another example. The face was from one picture, the flowers another picture. She got the idea for the background from a simple picture in a book that she found. The hair was from a different photo than the face was. And then the hand, I think she might have used her own hand as a reference for this, possibly. So several different image sources there, all combined into one. This one is all landscape. So instead of just copying a landscape image, the student found several pictures of snowy landscapes and combined them into one. I think in this case, the student got the idea of the city in the background from a picture of an actual city, but she simplified it into just basic shapes instead of real detail from the actual photo of the city. So that's one way she changed it. She changed the colors as well. I think she used an actual, in the classroom here, I've got a fake skeleton. I think she used references of that for those hands. So that can count as a source. It doesn't have to be a photo or an image on your computer. It can be from an actual object. And the last example here, a lot going on here. The student found a picture of a guitar in one source, uh, different pictures of Mardi Gras masks and the feathers, the picture of the face she referenced from somebody somewhere, the parrot, the background, all from different sources, and combine them into one. One other thing that all of these do is create a foreground and middle ground and a background. So we've got the person here in the foreground, the guitar and the bird in the middle ground, and the sky in the background. Same thing here. We've got the skeleton hands and flower in the foreground, city in the middle ground, sky in the background. And this one you can really easily tell. There's some stuff that's up close in the foreground, some middle ground stuff that's not too far away, and then some really far away parts of that landscape. This one also has foreground, middle ground, and background. I would say the hand, since it's in front of everything, is in the foreground. The person is in the middle, and then we've got the background behind her. And again here, the person and the deer, foreground, the grass and the mountains, middle ground, and the sky is the background. So your composition should have, again, foreground, middle ground, and background. And it should have at least 5 different image sources. That can be from photos you find online, from your own photos, from magazines or any place you can find an image. And it can come from real life objects and things and people. But remember, to avoid plagiarism, you need to not copy one whole picture. You need to use one thing from each of 5 or more pictures. Okay, that's the basics of this assignment. The rest is up to you. So work on a sketch. Again, 5 different image sources, and try to use some of this advice, especially once you start to get that sketched all together.